Greetings, fellow crop tenders. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion. Episode 6, Greenhouse. I think the duck barns... we'll call them done. So, the fences are still not technically done. There's still some unfinished projects there. But it's almost done. Oh, that's for... oh well. Use the wrong latrine, it's not gonna kill him. Okay, that's plumbed. Game's telling me I don't have enough wood, so I'm just going to cut trees here where the recreation zone might end up getting built at some point. The extra wood. Bebo, you are in tribal wear. That looks weird. So, standard clothing here. I'm going to call this patrician. Patrician clothing is not going to include tribal wear. Even if it's warmer. I don't care. It's inappropriate. Alright, so this should be enough wood to finish up this project. Alright, none of those beds are better. So now we'll just move the prisoners over. I don't know if they're going to get too hot. Keep an eye on it. And I am getting warned about hungry pen animals. So, Elba, for now I'm going to have you high priority haul, just so that things go where they belong. Ooh, you know what? I don't... hold on. I want to destroy the fence, but not the plumbing. I'm a little worried about that deconstruct order was for the iron plumbing, too. Okay, that's good. So it's eventually... oh, we are losing stuff due to cold. Doris. Lurcha and Skunk. Slaves are new lovers. Oh, that's cute. I was hoping to get this done sooner, but wasn't in the cards. We have so much corn that I'm not too worried about crop death, because we are sitting on ample amounts of veg now that are going to easily last us the winter. That was the main concern. Oh, that was plumbing that just got nixed. But we didn't quite... I wasn't micromanaging them so tightly, and yeah, we didn't get under the buzzer there. Which is fine, because we also don't have smithing, so we don't have the ability to make, we don't have the ability to make the greenhouse roofs anyway. Oh well. So it's usually coldest in the middle of the night, so hopefully it won't be so cold tonight, or during the day for more crop loss, and we'll be able to roof it up. Because nothing else is going to grow, so we might as well just roof it up and wait until smithing is done so that we can actually put roofs over it. Okay, and plumbing is back. I accidentally... We didn't do dig safe, and we accidentally broke some plumbing. Alright, the other thing, obviously, is going to be the need for pillars to hold up the roof once the walls are done being built. So we'll figure out where the roof needs holding, and then I'll erect pillars to keep it up. Okay, the animals are being fed. That's good. So that is where it is unroofable. And I'll set up the pillars once the walls are done, because it's not really an enclosed space until the walls are done. Only 2, I think. I don't have redundancy in there, but let's hope that they don't get destroyed. So I'm going to force Darius to construct these. And then I can... Nope, keep working on that. And then I can set everyone to high priority construction because roofing up doesn't have a fail chance. So now he can go to sleep and Elaba can finish the roof. And nothing bad happens. Good. Greenhouse isn't done quite yet. Obviously it needs some lovely roof tiles, but we have the layout. Now, until we have proper heating for it, I may also want to heat it up. So for a bit, we are going to need to burn a whole lot of wood to keep the greenhouse temperate. And obviously it's not even going to grow. It's just the crops that are there aren't going to die. But that's fine. So fuel is going to be wood only, meaning that we're going to need to set up probably clear-cut zones to make sure that we have a very healthy wood supply. Because we're sitting on only 500 or so for the moment. But the walls are done. And then we just need to break down the old prisoner area that is no longer in use. Good. That looks about right. And yeah, inside it's warm enough that the crops won't die, which is good. And adding a bill for refining steel. Due until we have, let's say, 500 of it again? 550? Drop it on the ground. This is outside zone, but I don't think the bloomer actually really matters, whether it's inside or outside. I could be wrong about that. But I think for now, I am going to freeze granite blocks so that our craftsmen work on the bloomery now that smithing is done. So with the invention, or the discovery, or whatever you want to call it, of smithing, we'll set up a smithy here. This area might need to be temperate. So I'm going to set up a campfire kind of in the middle of the room so it can illuminate everything. And we'll start to smith up skylights so that we can have our farm be properly illuminated from sunlight. And if you're wondering, it's not exactly... So, the Romans... In ancient Rome, there was glass, and there was, like, stained glass and a little bit used for glass. Not so much in greenhouses, as it was not really efficient, but technically there was access to glass. I don't really care who makes the glass itself, though. Anyone can. So the next research project is going to be for heating. To use our plumbing system for heated water. And boy, oh boy, I cannot wait until we are composting fecal sludge. We have lots of poo. Alright, Elba's in a jacket. I guess it's fine. Only 2 unroofed tiles. Oh! It didn't fully reach. Okay. Is it an odd number between them? 8? So what I think I'll do is I'll just have extra, I'll have extra columns for redundancy. And a loss of like 2 grow zones is not tragic. In my opinion. Alright, I've started to force Elba to work on the greenhouse stuff. The defenses are just about done. Uh-oh. Oh, well, I don't care about that. Alright, defenses. The initial defenses are done. So the only project I have at the moment is to build the proper greenhouse. And we are making the glass for the skylights. So I'm going to focus on the skylights that are going to have the most bang for the buck for now. The ones that are over the most crop. But eventually the whole thing is going to be skylit. Are they guilty now? Probably. Who started that? I forget where the guilt is. Isn't it down here? I forget where it shows where they're guilty or not. Maybe it doesn't matter whether they're guilty? If you recall correctly, is down below. Yeah, it's weird. I'm so used to seeing it and not having to look for it that having to look for it. Who started that? Nagobal? Okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Execution, Nagobal. And yeah. So probably in the morning I will execute Nagobal. I'm gonna wait until it's, everyone is up. Oh, it's actually, I was thinking it's nighttime, but it's just an eclipse. So, here we go. This is to maximize our slaves' suppression from 79 to 100. It was a satisfying execution, and that might teach the prisoners not to pick a fight with one another. The other two prisoners are, like, in love with one another. So, yeah, maybe they won't fight. Who knows? But another corpse to the corpse pile. An eclipse is very fitting for an execution? Yeah, I think I agree. So this is a crafting job. I don't really care who actually makes the windows, just as long as they're made. We are pretty low on eggs. We've, actually, is that true? No, we have 16 eggs over here. Hey, empty the box. There should be a bonus if you do it during, like, storms or an eclipse or something. Like appeasing the gods. Yeah, I'm all for it. That sounds really cool. Absolutely, I agree. It'd be cool if, like, certain events, like an eclipse or a cold snap or something like that, could be ended early if you did an execution or sacrificed something, or, you know, that'd be a neat mod. I'm gonna close the vent here, because it looks like it's pretty dang cold in there. Still working on the windows. I'm gonna force Elba to start smithing again. So the smithy has double tool cabinets and it's heated, so it should be pretty good for production speed. And I'm just going to keep cutting trees. I'm not going to set up a tree trimming zone. I'm just going to cut all the trees that are, like, closest to make sure that we have enough fuel for the winter. It also looks like we're going to need to stockpile more coal, because there's not a lot of coal that is mined left to make sure that we have enough for the steel here. I'm actually going to suspend the steel, because it looks like we have a pretty decent amount amassed. Oh, did I not measure right? I didn't measure this back wall correctly. Or the north wall. Well, good job, me. I could always expand it, the greenhouse, but probably not going to do that until springtime, because breaking open the walls right now... Well, no, I could do it, but I'd have to do it carefully. Breaking all the walls right now would let in all the cold air, or let out all the hot air, and that'd be a problem. But yeah, it's a big greenhouse. And then in this spot, I'll have one different type of skylight. Let's do a smaller one. We don't need a full-sized one. Now, some of these aren't actually growing anything just yet. We probably have more food sown than we know what to do with. So I'm not chomping at the bit trying to, like, make use of every square foot of the greenhouse just yet. Because I think if we tried to do that, it would be a little overwhelming. to be honest. Can't believe I haven't had the opportunity to, like, get rid of my slaves yet. I've been so patient. We just haven't gotten rid of them. Alright, it's pretty temperate using the steam geyser. So that these guys don't need their own source of heating, which is good. Oh, slaves hitting on us? Do you want a tongue? Because that's not how you keep it, friend. I think what I'm going to do is, at least for now, don't allow resowing. Because we have a pretty ample amount of veg, and Bebo's about to get married, actually. But I was going to say, yeah, Bebo could spend more time tree cutting and hauling and tidying up and the like. But hey, a weird little wedding in an impressive stone storeroom. Chilled to ambient temperature. Whatever makes them happy. Ha! Nothing like some werewolves joining the wedding celebrations. And up top, you can see now the icons are 2 rings linked, indicating that they're married rather than engaged or dating. I think I don't want to commit to a full stockroom, but I think what I'll do is just set up some basic shelving here, just to store some more stuff for now, just to free up some space. So I'm going to link these together, make them preferred, and call them textiles. Just put some textiles out there. And perhaps I'll do the same for wood over here. Keep a stockpile of wood roughly where a lot of the fuel sources are, right? We have a lot of fires around here, so I'll just have some shelving for wood. Firewood storage. I do intend to eventually have a lot more, like, logical storage like that. Laying out the town efficiently and intelligently. But everything made in wood is very temporary. Waiting for us to have the means and capacity to you know, design it better. The duck barn's still temperate and warm. The egg layers are safe. And it's not cold enough for them to have health concerns just yet. Why are the houses open to the outside? It's not. It just looks that way. Oh, and Scipia and Darius are now engaged. These are enclosed houses. It's aesthetic. An aesthetic change only. Well, we also have a midwinter ambrosia sprout, which is pretty odd timing if you ask me. Oh, weird. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I just misclicked. I thought it was, the sprout was not on a growing fertile zone. But it was, just a misclick drag. The other thing we could do, now that it is midwinter. Oh! Horses. Hell yeah. And none of them have health problems. Alright, current priority now is build a greenhouse and tame horses. I did not realize I was going to get the opportunity for horses just yet. The barns that I have right now are like very temporary. These are not where I want to keep the animals like in the far future. But because we're in the early days, I gotta make some compromises. Ah, the Zugzuggers. All right. Any of them any good? Bloodlust, very neurotic. Child killer. Undergrounder. Not terrible, actually. Cooking, construction, and mining are pretty high, but you're old. But wouldn't be terrible as a slave. And Eagle, just abrasive? Yeah, no, far less interesting. So these guys have bows, interestingly. So let's go ahead and I am going to create a new zone. Behind the walls. And as you can imagine, the zone is, well, behind our walls. Getting everyone to shelter in place as they are preparing a well. Bebo. Temporarily, I'm going to have you run out there and haul that dough. This is probably one of those situations where I want to shut down this raid quickly with, by like beating them because they arrived with bows. Will I grow some hay? I do intend to. In fact, I was planning on setting up a hay growing zone in here. I just hadn't yet, so let's, now that you're reminding me, I'll queue one up. The fact that they're attacking at night is ideal for me because we fight a lot better at night. So this here, animals, this is our horse paddock. Once we get horses. So Neanderthal, Neanderthal, Neanderthal. The Neanderthals just keep attacking us. So we lay down some initial fire on Eagle there, and then broke line of sight. Closing the doors. Trapping Hakuja. And then rushing the ranged with melee. Oops. I think Eagle... Whoop, hold up fire. Yeah, no, they all died. Eagle was the one I wanted. No, it wasn't. Never mind. Alright, well that fight went well. Our defenses definitely helped. Unfortunately, they all died, but, you know, that happens. Alright. Not a lot of wounds. They were pretty massacred. And then Bebo, I'm going to have you haul the bodies, even though it is nighttime. You just got married, you're plenty happy. Your honeymoon is to, you know, mess with dead bodies. Doris is already healed. Yeah. Not much of a fight. Ooh, it is hot in there. Dang. So, for animal handling, Elba and Hyo, or Hao-Yu, already have it as a relatively high priority so that we can tame the horses. Going for horses because being able to travel the overland map quickly is going to be pretty important. And horses have really high riding speed. The greenhouse is about half painted, which is pretty decent progress in the scheme of things. And we're still working on the barn getting its full fencing. I haven't fully I haven't committed to Darius and Scipio getting ooh, they are hungry. Getting our cook needs to start cooking. In fact, hold up. Bebo, I know you just worked tirelessly through the night hauling corpses, but we're hungry. I didn't realize that we had fallen that far behind on food prep. So, animal handling is going to be a lower priority than cooking. The problem was they were out here trying to tame horses and neglected their cooking as a result. Horse pen. Female duck pen. Or actually, drake pen and duck pen. Oh my god. Yeah, he's gonna need backup. Oh, dear lord. Yeah, ouch. That is a deep bleed from that bunny. Didn't realize we needed holy hand grenades to protect ourselves. Dear lord. So Scythia's running out there to, essentially put some pressure on the wound. Because his throat was ripped open by that bunny. Alright, Bebo ended up cooking. So who is currently starving? He is? Oh, well, that's his own fault. Bebo managed to throw together some food because he was not doing it. So we got some horses. I'll probably at some point want to separate the males from the females, but for now, keeping them together so that we can grow the population is probably fine. He needs to go consume some food. All right. And I think keeping autocut on is fine. I don't see an issue with them doing that. Okay, we have a bunch of hay growing, and that will allow us to feed the, because, you know, our animal population is really going up and up and up. That will allow us to feed the animals more efficiently so that we can reserve the vegetables for ourselves. Give them the fodder, you know? We have a ritual opportunity soon of Saturnalia. Wait, I thought you just ate. Man, you were really hungry. So taking a look at our ideology here. Saturnalia is a lantern festival. Oh, no, I read that wrong. It's just a regular party. No, it is a altar. Got it. I don't have an altar, which is the problem. So I think what I'm going to do to prepare for Saturnalia is to set up a temporary altar here, knowing that we'll eventually have a proper temple to accommodate for it. But this, our first Saturnalia, will be a very modest celebration, and hopefully we'll have better facilities in the future for our Saturnalia celebrations. You like my gate setup? Well, thanks. It's very simple. All right. The window panes are still getting made. We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. So we have a need of about roughly 30. So I'm going to do... It's smelt 4. So I'm going to smelt 4 10 more times. That should be enough for... Actually... 6 more times. That should be enough because we already have some panes stored here. We have 12 panes. And I'm going to micromanage Darius to just get those panes put in. Because it's very quick. So there's not too many more left to be erected. I was trying to micromanage it so that the ones that had stuff growing under them were prioritized, but I haven't been doing a very good job of that. Just a few panes left, but yeah, most of the greenhouse is nice and illuminated from sunlight, but protected from the winter chill. Now, the trade-off here is that rain offers a lot of fertility, but because we have installed glass panes, we have to forgo the benefit of rain as a result. So, when it does rain, we don't get a super fertile farm zone. The external areas, the outside farming areas, like here, will still benefit, of course. So we might want to eventually have different types of farms and close farm to make sure that we have enough food and nutrients throughout the winter. But then external farms that that grow things that could be grazed upon, like putting our hay outdoors, that then would benefit from high rainfall. There is no such thing as sprinklers. This is ancient Rome. But there will be fertilizer. Eventually. Okay, so we have just about everything that we need for Saturnalia, which is going to be in a day and 10 hours. But probably not something we're going to celebrate this stream, due to running out of time. And then this stuff, except for the altar, can be uninstalled and installed in a permanent location in the future. I'll just have to break the altar down and build a new one. Not that big of a deal. So some of the corn plants are rotting, and that's just because they haven't had access to sunlight. And as a result, you know, didn't grow in a decayed in the ground. That's pretty normal. Ooh, we have a stallion. I think that's the first male. Yep. So our horse population should be going up. I don't have... So, at the moment, there's enough nutrition in here, but I think we're probably going to want to stockpile in here for horse food, too. So I'll put a stockpile of horse feed. Oh, yeah, looks like we're already getting some foals. So the greenhouse has just one skylight left to make. So I'm just about done with that priority, which is great. So I'm going a little over time just to get there. I'm like cooking my prisoners. It's like about 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, they could be freezing to death, so in the scheme of things, they're welcome. But yeah, it's far from comfortable in there. All right, how much wood do we have now? 2K? Okay, I could probably cancel the remaining... Oh, there was only 6 remaining trees to be cut? Yeah, whatever. I'll cancel it, but probably unnecessary at this point. So we're making an effort to tame stallions, because if we are to enforce the Senate's will, we are definitely going to want cavalry, right? We're going to want mounted soldiers, as they're going to be able to traverse the map tile a lot faster than infantry. So I'm investing in horses for that purpose. And we have a wanderer joining. Caulfield. A pyromaniac night owl. Okay. Interesting. I think what I end up doing with Caulfield will be up to the next stream. I'm not going to make the determination today about whether we are enslaving him or letting him be a full-fledged person, or even raffling him. I'm going to leave that for future viewers to decide upon. Because I was just playing just to finish up the greenhouse so I could mark that down as a completed job. And I wasn't expecting to get access to another pond. So Elba is down taming another... Oh, I see. We don't have enough steel for the... Okay, I get it. We needed just a little bit more steel for the last window pane. So Darius is making the last steel for the window pane. And then we'll be able to finish that. Alright, so this is a smithy job. I'm going to set your smithy to 4. and have you smith the windows. Heating is done, and next I want sewage sludge composting. So the core priority right now is tame horses and set up water heating. And that's going to be for future me, because I am wrapping it up just here in a moment. The greenhouse is officially complete. So that, my friends, is where I am going to leave off for now. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Lycan Legion, which originally streamed live on Twitch September 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that many details about the series were kept intentionally secret, and those secrets will not be revealed. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow legionaries.